This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. Thank you for tuning in, and if you have an immigration problem, please get in touch with me and I will do my best to help you. Today I'm going to be talking about some more information the Home Office have released on how the Chagossians can finally become British. Sadly, the Home Office have been a bit slow on releasing information, but I'm going to go through some of the major points which will hopefully be a bit helpful. I will start with most important. This is that it could take up to 6 months to get your passport from the date of application. So it is very important that you get properly prepared, both with your paperwork to establish your right and also to make any travel arrangements. I will of course be happy to help in any way that I can. Now, to recap on who qualifies, it might be helpful if I explain again, though everybody probably knows. You can apply to become a British citizen and a British Overseas Territory citizen through this route if you are a direct descendant of someone who was born on the islands that now form part of the British Indian Overseas Territory, not already a British citizen or BOTC. If you are an adult, you will have from the 5 years from the 23rd of November to apply. If you are of a child, you will have up to your 23rd birthday to apply. The application process will be free. The Home Office have been a bit slow in releasing information, but some more important information has come out, which I will try to outline. Firstly, where to apply. The Home Office have said the best way to apply is online. There will be a link to the application process and it will be made available on the 23rd of November. To avoid being scammed, only use this link. For those who cannot or do not want to, you can make a paper application which you will be able to download on the 23rd of November. This is probably important as some people will not be familiar with the computer. Next, I can give some information on how the application process will work. I will try to keep this as simple as possible. First, as we know, applications can be made on or after the 23rd of November. Secondly, and you may need some help, the form needs to be completed in English. Thirdly, and I would suggest if you do try to apply online to ensure that your application is received quickly and safely. If you make an online application, you will need a working email and you will get a notification that it's been received. You will then get an email from the UKVI Home Office advising you and asking you to make an appointment at your nearest visa application centre. It is vital at this appointment that you bring evidence to support your claim of Chagossian descent, where it will be scanned and added to your application file. Also, you will need to provide your fingerprints and a photograph. It's called your biometric information at this appointment. It's nothing to be worried about. If you are applying using the paper form, you will need to download a copy of this form via a link provided on the gov.uk site and print it out. I'll provide the link. You will need to print out this form and post it along with the evidence to support your claim of Chagossian descent to the address provided on the form. As yet I do not know the address, but do not send it to the British High Commission, any British Embassy or a visa application centre. The reason for this is that this is being dealt with by the Home Office, UKVI, and not say Charlotte Pierre, Port Louis. Next, and how importantly, how long? I've already mentioned it, citizenship applications can take up to 6 months to process. If your application is successful, and I hope it is, you will be invited to a citizenship ceremony held in the country from which you have applied. At the citizenship ceremony you will receive your certificate of registration and you will become a British and or British Overseas Territory citizen at that point. Also, given the poor state of Chagossians living in poverty, the Home Office are working to put support measures in place for people who can't fill in the paper applications, and I will update you as soon as I hear anything. Once this has been done and is successful, you can apply for a British passport. This might sound strange, but a passport and citizenship are two different things. Citizenship is status and a passport is only proof of it. You can alternatively apply for what is called a certificate of entitlement to live in the United Kingdom and have it in your, say, Mauritian passport. But if it were me, I would rather prefer to apply for the British passport to which you are entitled to if you get your certificate of registration. Finally, a word of warning. The Home Office has stated that it is not a good idea to move to the UK before you get your British citizenship. Indeed, it could just cause you more misery, despite the temptation to travel, as you may be turned away by the UK Border Force, which would mean you've wasted a lot of time and money when you don't need to. I know 6 months might seem a long time, but we are getting close to the 23rd of November, and in this particular case, and for good reasons, the Home Office do seem to be moving quickly. If you have any problems whatsoever, please do not hesitate to contact me and I will do my best to help you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you all get your passports and I wish you all the very best. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.